Why did you gravitate toward advanced mathematics courses as an electrical engineering student at the University of Michigan? And what did you get from that experience?
Basically because my verbal skills, my verbal skills, but my written skills, in particular grammar, were so atrocious that I had choices of taking basically kind of easier classes, or what they call, the kind of joke classes in college.
Sure.
And I gravitated away from those because they all involved usually writing papers. And so for my electives, I would take math classes because that's just, I was good at it. It was easy. That was as easy as taking a Psych 101 for me.
Sure.
Psych 101 was difficult comparatively because it was doing something that I wasn't very good at. It was a great example of not taking yourself outside your comfort zone,
Right.
and doing what's easy to you. It's a great example of that. And so in turn, I actually wound up taking a lot of advanced mathematics.
What types of classes?
So 3 semesters of calculus, 2 semesters of linear algebra, 2 semesters of matrix algebra. It's a certain logic, and I argue sometimes maybe I'm too logical in kind of how I approach things. Everything has to fit into an equation. I really try to break the world down into a set of rules.
Sure.
It's how you interface. Some people interface with the world in different ways. I definitely interface with the world through a set of rules. I'm constantly trying to find the patterns in any sort of interaction, even in something where you'd arguably see there is no pattern, such as a sales process, and sometimes where I want to come up with a set of rules where I can repeatedly go to those rules. And a lot of it is about trying to make, it's how I interface with the world.
Yeah.
And mathematics is a part of it. But I'll tell you, in the engineering school, the engineering process is probably more the process of breaking down a problem, understanding, breaking it into smaller parts, and then attacking it that way. And yeah, part of that's mathematics. Part of that, you also have approach that same. You approach problems the same way when you're looking at, when you're in physics or electromagnetics classes, or even programming classes. You take a big problem, you break it down into smaller pieces, something that's digestible, and then you attack each piece. That's kind of one of those ways of looking at the world and breaking it down.
Sure.
Trying to find patterns, trying to find similarities, which is it's actually really helpful sometimes when you're looking at solving more complex problems, or problems in nature, sociology problems, things like that, which are really difficult. See, I find those problems actually more challenging, more interesting than I do engineering or mathematical problems. It's a much more challenging thing in essence than kind of your classical engineering or mathematics problems in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
And so,
Interesting.
that's kind of where I've gravitated towards as I've gotten older.